shaves his back. Like it's unbelievable as long as he's taking care of her. And she doesn't move left or right. So a lot of these men are going out to get Latina women that show love, Asian women. Some go to get Eastern European, and some here are becoming Muslim so they can get a Muslim woman. Because they know if the woman is Muslim, she cannot go with a Christian. So they convert into Islam, which is a huge issue.
Now, Ben, you mentioned how you think
one second. Well, why is it an issue of them moving into Islam?
Because if you are born into a religion, you should stick to your religion. I believe that God put everybody here for a reason. And to be honest with you, I mean, God, if he created the first book, which is the Old Testament, I don't think he needed to rewrite it. Islam, Christianity. See a lot. Mary,
that,
buy this one a Mercedes, you need to give them also a Mercedes, correct?
The Christian.
Because he wants a better woman, he truly is Muslim. You know what I mean?
I don't think many men are just going into Islam just because of...
As the women.
50%. I wouldn't be a Muslim if I don't believe in God.
Do you believe your mom is your mom?
What you mean? Of course I believe my mom is my mom.
Or you know your mom is your mom?
What is it?
Or you know your mom is your mom?
No, I believe my mom is my mom.
No, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. So if you are a true believer, believe is a word of doubt. And people don't know when they're using it in the US. You know God exists. Because I could see through your eyes that you've been through some shit. Yes? I'm not mistaken.
Of course. We all.
And if not God, you wouldn't be sitting here.
What is it?
If not for God, you wouldn't be sitting here, right?
50%. It all comes from God, the power of God.
And
how you connect with it and how you believe in it. Yes. Yes, you're right with this. Yes.
So we know God exists.
Yes.
And I preach it every single day on everything that I show. And it doesn't matter what religion you're from. You need to truly be connected to God. And God is like Wi-Fi. You could connect to him anywhere. You don't have to see him. You could pray from anywhere.
And it's disappointing that people don't know that that's all it is that's causing the biggest problems. That's all it is. And they make it feel that's no way this is all it is. Really, I just got to believe in God and pray and do right.
Yes.
It'll solve most of my problems. And
yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
It's that easy. But they make it seem to you it's that hard. That's not this. There's more to it. The grass is greener somewhere else. And
people are very stupid today. Very, very stupid. They don't believe that God exists. They don't know where they came from. They don't know where they're going.
How did they become completely being raised
lost.
Without proper parents in the house, without a proper relationship in the house.
Were you born a Muslim?
I was born a Muslim, yes. Yes.
How do you feel about the religion?
My religion?
Yeah.
I respect it. I love it. And the reason why is also I'm not obnoxious. I love Christianity. I love obviously the people that practice Christianity the right way, because I read into the books to a certain degree, that enough for me to understand, for me to stay as a Muslim. I also understand Judaism. And I said, you know what? When you grow up, because at the end of the day, God is not going to put you in heaven because your mom said go to heaven, or your dad or your son. At the end of the day, God is going to tell you. Or if, I was a Jew or a Muslim or a Christian, this is what they told me what to do. Hey, listen, because in Judaism, there's rebels, there's people that also want a man that wants to pull you in their direction and use religion to manipulate you to do whatever, to get whatever they want. In Christianity as well, and in Muslims, there's a lot of sheikhs, same thing.
Let me ask you, there's an issue, obviously, that with Islam, that I wonder if since you do care for everybody, right? And I also care for everybody. I care for Muslims, I care for Jews, I care for Christians, Catholics, everybody. My question is, if every terrorist attack was done by a Muslim, how do you see those Muslims, and how do we stop that so Muslims don't have, that viewer? Hey, when you look at a Muslim, you're like, okay, I need to think about it. Is he going to hurt me, or is he not going to hurt me?
Well, how do you describe the terrorist? What do you mean terrorist? There's
let's not talk about war. In a second, we could talk about war. But my question is, if you have right now 72
every Muslim, right?
72, you have 72 Christians who their heads were chopped off in the Middle East.
Yeah.
because they are Christians, chopping off somebody's head, claiming you're a Muslim. In Islam, are you supposed to do that to somebody who is not Christian or not Muslim? If he's Christian, if he's Jewish,
course
or
not.
you're not?
No, you're not. You're not. Just
So
like
what would
also
we
in
call these
Christian-
people?
Also in Christianity, those are extremists. Those are not really Muslims. Those are non-believers, or disguised as Muslims to do whatever they need to do.
Because
These are-
when I go to Dubai, I feel great. I feel
course.
amazing.
Of course.
At the
Where
end of the
else-
day, Jews and Arabs are cousins.
any Muslim country, you're gonna feel great. Well, even if why just Dubai? You
Well,
can
no,
go, you know.
there's Muslim countries that personally, as a Jew, I cannot go to. I cannot go to Syria. I cannot go to Iran. There's no Jews over there.
The same thing. The same thing that for me, I cannot go to Israel if I go.
No,
back
no,
to-
no. What do you mean that?
You're
We
not-
have
You're not
mosques in
understanding.
Israel.
I'm allowed to go there as an
Yeah.
American citizen.
No, no. As a Muslim,
As an American citizen, as a Muslim,
but we have
Israel
mosques.
accepts that. But I'm saying if you go back to go to another Muslim country, certain Muslim countries don't allow
but-
you, and
but
because you
there
went
is-
to Israel,
but
that's
there is-
wrong.
but there
that's
is-
wrong. What I'm trying to tell you.
But there is mosques in Israel.
Yeah.
There is Muslims that live in Israel. Nobody ever goes to kill the Muslims in Israel. Ever. There is not one incident of somebody killing a man because he is Muslim. But there are so many incidents.
You're telling me there's no
Obviously,
Israel's in there's no Israeli people in Dubai or visit
only
Dubai?
in Dubai. No, they actually live in Dubai now,
Yeah.
but only in Dubai.
Yeah.
Only in the UAE.
An Israeli can go to Lebanon?
No.
Why he can't go to Lebanon?
Because if you go to Lebanon and you get caught by Muslims, you will die. Matter of
That's
fact,
not-
today they wouldn't even let you
No,
in.
that's not true. And if I go to Israel to a certain place too, there are people that look at Islam in a bad way too. I will die too.
No.
If you go in a certain place in America too, that's
I'm
held
just-
with certain people,
I'm just saying that in Israel, we all live in peace and there is no issues because of religion. But there is a lot of terrorist attacks. For example, 2 days ago, a woman was driving with her husband. He was driving, she was in the passenger seat. She was going to deliver. Her water broke. And 2 Muslims that are terrorists came and shot the car.
they're not Muslim Dubais. They're not, one second, they're not Muslim Dubais. They're not Muslim Saudis. They're not Muslim Lebanon. They're Muslims claiming from
In Lebanon,
Palestine.
we cannot go in.
Huh?
In Lebanon, we cannot go in. We cannot. I'm not allowed to go into Lebanon, even though I have an American passport, because it
Because
says
they fear for your life.
it says that I'm
Because if you
Jewish.
go in a certain area, you might be killed because of your
Yeah, my
background.
wife, for example, she's Israeli. She
Yeah.
doesn't have an American passport. I can't get her into Bali. Bali, Indonesia. They don't let her in. I have an American passport. She doesn't. She cannot go into Bali because it's a Muslim country. Although when you go to Bali itself, which is an island off of the coast of Indonesia, they are Balinesian and they are Hindu. And they don't have a problem with Israelis coming over there. But
You're talking about now in certain areas of Israel and certain areas of Palestine. That's in depth, but we can go back to history of Islam,
yeah,
where Israelis lived under the peace of Islam perfectly, under the rule of Islam peacefully, all the way back to the Ottoman Empire. You know,
but they were killed a lot.
no. They were killed when? After when? The
Let's go
massacres.
back to Muhammad. Muhammad killed
Prophet
a lot of
Muhammad,
Jews.
Allah alayhi salam, yeah.
You know,
Prophet Muhammad what?
he killed a lot of Jewish people. So it's an issue because there is hate towards Jews that should not be there.
Do you know why Prophet Muhammad, if he killed any Jews or anybody else, why he killed them? No.
I
You're
know
telling
that
me all Jews.
I know that
You're
if you
telling me
look,
all Jews
I know that if you look,
are righteous. They don't have issues. They don't cause problems.
we
If I go to Israel and cause a problem, or
we-
in a spot with a
we-
gun or whatever, they're gonna do something to me.
We accept
Or if I come and
everybody.
try to oppose Israel's government or try to start a little bit of gang or mafia to try to
But
suppress
that's
the
going to
government.
happen everywhere.
Exactly. So that's
Anywhere
what
in
happened.
the world
That's
if you
what
go.
happened when Prophet Muhammad became a prophet. You know, there's people that wanted to topple the religion or destroy the religion and destroy him. So with that being said, he's not going to allow. Now you got to defend yourself, in the name of God. So there was Jewish people that did get killed for
lot.
that sake.
A lot. It was thousands. That we still speak about.
Yeah. Well, at the end
You know
of
what
the
the
day,
good
you
thing
have
about-
you have to understand history and what happened behind it and why.
So let's
just
leave-
like I don't agree with all Muslims for their actions of their doing what they're killing. You got to also understand that you got to be open-minded to understand that there's also Jews. Not all Jews are perfect.
I think
just like not all-
the foundation of Islam is coming from a place that is evil, and then on top of that, when you have people like you, I don't think you are considered a good Muslim. I think you are considered a good man.
in whose eyes?
Because in Islam, no matter what you say, if you take every terrorist attack that there was, it is
Every terrorist attack, where?
a Muslim.
Where? In
All
Israel?
around the world.
And
No,
where?
all
Where?
around the world.
Those are extremes. There's still terrorists in every religion. You're talking.
How would
where's,
you
where's
say-
the school bombings?
how would you say-
Where's the school bombings? Where's the other issues that happen? Why are we just looking at Islam? Some radical person in Islam that wants to do
Because
disguise
it's not
themselves.
one. You have ISIS, for example.
They're
You
not
have
Muslims.
Hamas.
That's not Muslim. That's
So
not
how do
Muslim.
we
That
eliminate-
was created by people to disguise Islam as a bad person.
So how
they
do
don't
we
continue
eliminate them?
continue allowing Islam to continue growing?
Would
Right,
you
and
agree
Prophet-
that they
and
need
Pro-
to be eliminated?
in Islam, the foundation is not killing. What's wrong with you? No, it's not killing. You got
I know in the
history all-
Quran it doesn't say go kill.
Yeah, and,
right?
and Prophet
But in the
Muhammad, you said
extensions-
earlier, that
But
Prophet
in the
Muhammad-
extensions that they came up with,
what extension?
beside the Quran, it says, and what
First, 2.03 billion Muslims. The second fastest and growing Muslims. They're all terrorists.
no.
They're all terrorists.
That- no,
and,
but this
and they
is
don't
why
see
I
what's
say-
happening. Why are they still
But
signing
this
on
is-
to Islam? Because they really know the truth. They're
But
not
this
being
is-
disguised by people and other or high-powered people to
But this is
to
what
make
I mean.
Islam look as a bad person.
This
a
is
bad
this is what
religion.
I mean, because I know a lot of Muslims, friends of mine, that are extremely nice people.
Okay.
And I asked them, how do you feel with people everywhere in the world have killed, have bombed, have chopped off people's heads? How do you feel about those people that claim that they are Muslim? What do you feel about that?
And
I say they're not real Muslims.
Okay.
So I feel
So are
I
Israel's
feel-
real Israel a real Jewish people by what they're doing in Gaza, killing innocent kids too? So we can go back and forth about this. the
Ben,
wrong
you
way.
keep
And
on.
there's-
You mentioned Hamas. Let me
Hamas,
ask you
yeah.
this: Who created Hamas?
It's about to. We're rolling into it.
Hamas obviously says that they are Muslim.
No, but who created Hamas?
Hold
Who
on,
trained
Arnold.
Hamas?
Let me finish my topic.
Sure.
So Israel is also bombing, whether it's bombing in Lebanon, whether it's bombing in Palestine. It's killing innocent people too. They're dying.
agree.
Should we?
agree.
That's worse than butchering someone's head. A little baby that didn't even smell earth yet to smell their mouth.
Do
They
you
don't
know-
understand. They're dead.
Do you know how many
That's,
hostages?
should
None
we-
of them are
should we-
soldiers.
Should I look at a Jewish person and look at all the Jews in the wrong way?
I have a question. Do you know-
You mentioned
do
about
you know-
friends. I also have a father figure. I swear to you, Ben. I have a father figure who's Jewish. His name is Jeff Fox. You know that? But because I see in Judaism through him, and I see that he loves Islam, and he loves and he respects me as a Muslim, and he respects everybody around him.
That's what I'm telling you.
I
In Israel,
respect
we
him.
have mosques.
He doesn't come in. What is it?
In Israel, we have
Okay.
mosques.
But yet still,
in Israel, you have
but you
Muslims,
still-
and
but-
nobody
but
ever
still-
comes to
but-
them
but still
and
you
does
got
anything to them.
You still got the Israeli government still killing innocent people. Should
But
we just
again,
say
I'm trying
all
to
Jews are bad?
I'm
No.
trying to explain to you. When
So
there
you can't
is
say
war, there is
Islam-
casualties.
No, I'm just going back to Islam. You cannot say Islam is based on that and it killed a lot of Jews. Prophet Muhammad did not kill what's Israel right now with all the bombs that's happening in Gaza, the amount of Muslims that's dying right
How do
now.
you feel about October 7th?
October 7th and every bombing.
The majority of the
disagree
people are
about
innocent
anybody that's
people
dying,
that were
Ben.
taken out of their beds, out of their homes, kids,
regardless of the matter, I
babies.
disagree with anybody that's dying, whether he's Jewish or
let's talk-
Muslim.
let me
whether
ask you
it's
about
October 7
October
or whether
7th.
it was also Israel bombing. What's it called? It's not right. It's
When
not
you
right.
have-
Innocent people that are dying. Only the person should die. That the person that's holding a gun against another gun. That's all.
The truth is that what they did in October 7th is one of the most heinous of crimes that ever humanity has ever seen.
Because that's what they wanted to see.
And-
That's just a heinous time. There's also heinous crimes that Jewish people has done too.
the
And I
problem
don't agree
is- the
upon
prob-
anything should happen. That should be a revenge for that. But I hate that the system continues fooling people and hurting people in the name of any religion. I
Gentlemen,
disagree
can
about
I stop you guys for 1 second, very quickly? Going back to October 7th. I want to get both of your input on this, especially with Ben as well. Can we agree that October 7th was somewhat planned?
100%.
Can we agree that the IDF
Didn't show up. The IDF didn't show up. They didn't do anything about it. When people were calling in and saying, hey, there's terrorists over here, nobody came to rescue them. Yes.
But you don't think
100%
Mossad
it's a
was
setup.
You don't think Mossad was
100%.
aware of
Set
it?
up, set up. Let me-
100%.
let
And
me-
some of the weapons that Hamas had were literally sold to Hamas by Israel.
There you go.
Okay? I'm not here to bullshit.
There's no need to
I'm not
bullshit.
here
and
to
I'm here
bullshit. I'll
add
tell you the
Maybe
truth.
you don't know all this too. I
But-
wanna add,
but
maybe
one
you do
thing-
know. Before Hamas was there was the PLO. You know who they
Mm-hmm.
are. Underneath Yasser Arafat.
Yasser Arafat, yes.
All right. Yasser Arafat, the PLO, was
a very evil guy.
bombing and fighting for the land that they're claiming that is their land. And Israel is taking advantage of this and blows it up more and takes more land. So Yasser Arafat said, you know what? This ain't working for us. You know what? Every time they bomb us, we're not going to attack. Because every time we attack back, they're going to use this as leverage to take more land from us. So what did Yasser Arafat do? He started taking them to the United Nations courts. Israel, the
You know how many
government-
times we met with Yasser Arafat
Hold on, but that's
to
the
come
truth.
to an agreement?
But that's.
Do you know that
whether
about
they came
8
to an
years
agreement or not?
You
I
know
just
that
wanna
8 years ago we
agree
gave
with you
land
on-
back to
We don't want to go, but at the end of the
Palestine.
day, that's what was going on. And then what did Israel, a retired general, do? He said, these guys figured it out. They're smart, but we got to go about it in a different way. This is where what? Hamas was created.
Are you leaving LA for Texas? Don't make the mistake of getting underinsured just to save a few bucks. Call Martin Melkonian with State Farm Insurance. He'll make sure your home, auto, and your business is fully protected. No gaps, no surprises. Martin takes his time to understand your needs to build the right policy for you. No shortcuts, just honest advice and real protection. Call him today, 281-712-2788, 281-712-2788. Martin Melkonian, State Farm Insurance. Are you looking for a place to socialize, network, while having a cigar and a drink at the same time? Well, the Glen Arden is the place for you. If you're interested in becoming a member with the Glen Arden Club, contact the Wise Nuts. We'll connect you to the boys at the Glen Arden, and you can become a member here. Smoke with the Wise Nuts, smoke with a great network, and build your network.
You know, everything
You
that
know,
happened right now
so-
in Palestine.
So that's why I tell
Everything
you,
that happened
it's
in
sad
Palestine
that
right
anybody that's dying, whether it's October
course.
7 or before that, it's sad what the governments are playing it out to be. You know,
The government
and
will
blowing it
always
up to be.
orchestrate things.
What is it?
The government will orchestrate things. They will orchestrate everything. You are nobody, I'm a nobody, they are nobody. They orchestrate everything.
With State
More and takes more land. So Yasser Arafat said, you know what? This ain't working for us. You know what? Every time they bomb us, we're not going to attack. Because every time we attack back, they're going to use this as leverage to take more land from us. So what did Yasser Arafat do? He started taking them to the United Nations courts. Israel, the
You know how many
government-
times we met with Yasser Arafat
Hold on, but that's
to
the
come
truth.
to an agreement?
But that's.
Do you know that
whether
about
they came
8
to an
years
agreement or not?
You
I
know
just
that
wanna
8 years ago we
agree
gave
with
land
you on-
back to
We don't want to go, but
to
at the end of the
Palestine.
day, that's what was going on. And then what did Israel, a retired general, do? He said these guys figured it out. They're smart, but we got to go about it in a different way. This is where what? Hamas was created.
Are you leaving LA for Texas? Don't make the mistake of getting underinsured just to save a few bucks. Call Martin Melkonian with State Farm Insurance. He'll make sure your home, auto, and your business is fully protected. No gaps, no surprises. Martin takes his time to understand your needs to build the right policy for you. No shortcuts, just honest advice and real protection. Call him today, 281-712-2788, 281-712-2788. Martin Melkonian, State Farm Insurance. Are you looking for a place to socialize, network, while having a cigar and a drink at the same time? Well, the Glen Arden is the place for you. If you're interested in becoming a member with the Glen Arden Club, contact the Wise Nuts. We'll connect you to the boys at the Glen Arden, and you can become a member here. Smoke with the Wise Nuts, smoke with a great network, and build your network.
You know, everything that happened right now in Palestine.
So that's why I tell you,
Everything that happened
it's
in
sad
Palestine
that
right
anybody
now.
that's dying, whether it's
Of
October
course.
7 or before that, it's sad what the governments are playing it out to be. You know,
The government
and
will
blowing it
always
up to be.
orchestrate things.
What is it?
The government will orchestrate things. They will orchestrate everything. You are nobody, I'm a nobody, they are nobody. They orchestrate everything that is happening in the world.
100%.
We're puppets.
Yeah, yeah.
You believe that you're here because it was your own idea. It was their idea. They sent you here. You got on their plane. You got in their car. You're walking around with their phone. They know exactly what you're talking about. If you say the name King Azula in your house, I will show up on your feed. They are listening. We know that. But for the people at home, if they don't know that, they should know that.
Yeah, your phones are
I'm just
being
saying, at
listened
some
to.
point
Yes,
in
of
time,
course.
you have to take all of these people that are radical, extremists, whatever you want to call them. I call them terrorists. The United Arab Emirates, everybody together has to come together and say, it's the end of these people. Remove these terrorists, fight them, get rid of them, so we
Whoever
can
they are,
all be
whether
at
they're
peace.
Muslim, whether they're Christians, whether the whatever, in the
But
name of that, and clarify it. Yes,
anybody that is a terrorist, I say we need to eliminate them because people should not live in fear. That's what I'm saying. Now, unfortunately for you, every single terrorist that there was a Muslim.
You keep saying it was a Muslim. In what way?
I'm just letting you know.
That has
They
to just
say
go
I'm a
to-
Muslim.
That goes back against the Israel,
And that's
the,
why I
and the
say it's
concept
time
of
for
that.
Muslims that are the good Muslims like you to fight it back.
Fight who back?
The ones that are going crazy. The ones that
Everybody's
are
going
chopping
crazy.
off
Everybody
heads.
that doesn't is not
The ones that
believing in their
are
religion
coming
the
and
right way.
kidnapping Jewish people out of their own home, out of their bed, pulling out kids, suffocating kids with their hands, putting them into
That's
ovens
happening in
and killing
Israel.
them.
You're saying
This happened in Israel,
This is not
yes.
happening in Lebanon. This is not happening in Dubai. This is happening with a,
But
with a
in
government
Syria,
and a
you have
government
them.
going at it.
But in Syria, you have them chopping off heads of Christians, and also in Lebanon, many times it happened. If you're a
Man, but
Christian,
it's vice
that's why my
versa.
Lebanese
It's-
friends
it's
are here.
vice versa.
Listen, I have a business partner. He's Lebanese, and I have his kids came here, and his whole family came here just because of that, because they are Christian and they don't want to be in danger just because they believe Jesus Christ. They believe Yeshua. They don't want to be in danger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Muslims are all over the world.
Correct.
Yeah,
It's about that
it's-
time that you
Muslims
guys
are
take
all over.
responsibility and say, these are the bad people. We're going after them.
Responsibility
Because the end
for
of
who?
the
For
day-
Israel, that's what's happening in Israel.
No. All around the world.
What's
Anywhere
that?
that there's
Mankind
a
is all
terrorist,
over.
not just against
But
Jews.
you
I'm
can't-
talking
you
about
can't- you
against
can't- you
also
can't
Christians.
you cannot just label terrorists as Muslims. You got to label terrorists has every kind of religion.
But
and
they
every
don't say
extremism.
anything else except
Because they don't
I'm
want you
Muslim.
to see it. They don't. They want to keep disguising Islam for that. This is not true.
Right now, Hamas is holding still 58 hostages. All of them are
Man, how
innocent
many
people.
Israel's holding?
Hold
Come
on. No
stop.
hostages, terrorists. Terrorists. And you know what's
No,
crazy?
there's
Every
some-
time
there's
they give
some
us
because-
one.
No.
Wait,
Why
every time
they allow? Why they bombing
Wait, I'll tell
schools
you.
with people there? Because
can
they
I
keep
tell you?
saying they're gonna grow up to be same thing.
Can I tell
there's
you
people
my
that- there-
part?
There's men in jails over there, women
Can
in
I
jails
tell
over there
you?
just because they oppose Israel or
No.
don't want them to do that.
This
There's
has never
raping.
happened.
It is. It's not happening because
You're
they don't want
talking
to show
some-
you it. They don't
you're
want to
talking
show
to
you it.
somebody who has been working with this for a very long time. I worked
no.
in counterterrorism for over a decade. I'm telling you. We
for
never
that
stopped
system,
anybody.
If
We
you
never
have,
stopped
if
anybody.
you have, it's for the system, so they want you
We-
to see whatever you want to see.
No, but anytime that I had to go get somebody, it was somebody who killed at least 3-4 people.
Okay, let's say that's true, but that's probably
least.
just your terror. There's so many innocent Palestinian people in the
Yes.
jails,
Yeah.
in the jails
No,
of
not in
Israel.
jail.
Wallah, yes, 100%. 100%, because they think they're gonna grow up, or their father's there, or they went to a mosque that it's labeled as a Hamas mosque, and and they're just going in there to pray. There's a lot of things happening,
if
man.
a mosque
And
is
then-
labeled as Hamas mosque, we obviously need to go in and make sure that our people are going to be okay, because these people live in Israel, and that's why there's terrorist attack in Israel weekly. And
and
unfortunately,
how many terrorist attacks is happening in Palestine too?
unfortunately, the terrorists believe
How many with the power and the technology
terrorists
that Israel
believe that
has,
this life.
you don't think
I'm not saying that Israel. Listen, and I've said this before on the podcast. Israel knows exactly who's a terrorist. Israel could stop it, but Israel keeps it to keep everybody suppressed. Everybody suppressed. Nobody makes money in Israel except the top people. Everybody's poor. Everybody. You go to Israel, all the Israelis are poor.
I was about to
They
tell
all
you.
are dying to come to the US, to the American dream.
Yeah.
They're dying to. Why? Because they keep them suppressed.
And
You
they
have to
don't-
go to the military at 18, all the way to 21. Why? Because you have to protect your country in case there's
And
a
they
terrorist
silence
attack.
them too,
And
so
then
they
they
don't
tell
see.
us you have
Yeah.
to, or else you go to jail.
See,
You
they
have to go
silence
to
them.
jail.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna show up, you're going to jail. And doesn't matter where you are in the world, they'll come grab you.
That's not terrorists. That's terrorists
And then,
right there.
but this is an organization that orchestrates.
It's ruling the world. It's overpowering the world.
this is-
It's
this is- Listen,
through-
Jews,
through
are, Jews run the world. Let me tell you, Jews run the world. But
In
the
what
Jews
aspect?
that
In
run,
what aspect? In what
but the
aspect?
Jews that
In
run
what
the
aspect?
world,
They're not running me. What aspect
but the
they
Jews,
run the world?
that's what I'm telling you.
They're in the
plane-
financial system very well. Of course, they're in the financial system. They're in the bankings. They're doing very well for
religion.
themselves.
Listen, religion.
They don't rule the world in religion.
Financing?
They're the fastest deterring religion. There's only how many? 13
million.
No, 15.8 million Jews.
There's
And
13
half of them
that they know about, and
half
they're
of them live in
assuming
America. And the
they're
other
assuming that there is more right now. They're talking about a little bit over
So
13 million,
there's-
but they're assuming that there's probably
there's
15.
13, but
'cause
15.
other
Other
people
people it's still a low population.
It's
a
very
low population
small.
that's invested in a lot of financial. Of course, financial. When you rule a financial, people want to work, want to make money, borrow money. Yeah, of course you have power over the person. So
The
that
reason I say Jews run the world is because the plane that you took, the phone you're holding,
it's not everything. is
The
run by
cameras,
Jews.
the
It's
computer,
ran in the
they-
NATO countries, but you go to a Muslim countries, still. The airplanes are Muslim airplanes, and no.
you wouldn't believe how the Jews are listening in to every single flight that is moving from an Arab country.
So Ben,
And
can
they're
I
watching this
stop you guys for a
conversation,
second? Sorry, guys. Let me stop you guys for a second. Ben, let me ask you this. You just mentioned a bunch of things as far as Jews are running the world, Jews are responsible for this, Jews are responsible for that. So in essence, when you look at the big picture, are Jews the real terrorists?
No,
You see?
Who organized and
See?
created Hamas?
no,
You see?
because they are very creative. The Jews are very
So
creative.
if you're
So
saying
who-
they
but
run the
who-
world,
but who-
why-
Jews are very
why-
creative,
why,
and I'll
why
tell
aren't
you
they
why.
stopping? If
And
they
I'll-
run the world, why didn't they stop this
Because-
terrorist that you're saying it's time for Muslims? So what's
Because-
so then really Islam is ruling the world, and you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'll tell you exactly why. I have a great answer for that. That's a great question. I love that. You have to understand that when Jews do something, they don't do it in a way where they will send someone to die. They will not chop off anybody's head. They will not take down a plane into, the Twin Towers. Those
pay 'em.
things,
They
those,
pay 'em.
those things,
Yeah, they pay them to
those
do the
things
dirty
will not
work.
happen by
They pay them
Jews.
to do the dirty work,
But
which
the
is
Jews-
okay. Still, they're part of it. You're still
Jews run
orchestrated
the
it.
financial aspect of the world. And because money is everything, then Jews run the world. And the reason is because everything that is created, especially right now, if you look into Google, right, CEO of Facebook, Meta, these are Jews. But do they practice Judaism? No. They were just born Jews. And because they are born Jews, they're also born with a very high IQ. And they're very easy to do certain things that other people can't they can't recognize.
I disagree with that.
The
I
average
totally
the average
disagree
Jew
about it.
has 160 IQ, and if he's a smart Jew, he has close
So
to the
Muslims don't have
180.
IQs. What are you saying? Where are you getting this
the IQ
grammar
I'm-
from? You know, it's not true. If you're
You know-
born a Jew,
you know what?
you're the smartest
Jor-
person.
Jor-
or you're,
I watched. You know
you
where
know.
I got it from? Jordan Peterson, and then
and
I
if
went and I
they're
looked
that
it up.
smart, why they deterring?
And then I went and looked it up.
Why they deterring? Then if they're that smart, why don't they use it in a better way?
Because everybody
What-
looks at the Jews.
Huh?
We could have
If they're the smartest
We
people,
could have
why,
just
why
done-
they deterring?
we have-
I don't get it.
we have one button. We could have taken out Palestine, but
And
we
why
didn't.
they only have one claiming a country, one country when there's Muslims? There's many countries that are ruled by Muslims.
Right, because
So why?
we have one country, and that's
No,
all we
they're
want.
not. They're
That's all we want
they're not
because
the
it's the only country that was given to somebody by God, and it was to the Jews. He pulled us out of Egypt and said, "Go to Israel."
okay.
In what?
and-
Hold on. When did he pull you out of Egypt and tell you to go to Israel?
4,000 years ago.
So it was that land was promised to you guys 4,000 years ago.
Yes,
So why is it that the state of Israel was created in 1948?
because we got kicked out
By who?
many times
By who?
By who?
by the Romans.
That's not
Just
true.
the
got
Romans?
kicked out.
Hold on,
No,
let's-
by Muslims, by Romans. What do you
No,
mean?
no.
So what
but-
about the 109 other countries that the Jews were kicked out of?
They were kicked out of many countries, of course, because we're a
No, because they
We're-
always want
we're a
to topple
religion.
the government. That's
We're-
where Prophet Muhammad comes in the killing, and that's where
They say
They-
the same thing about
No,
they say
if
the
you're gonna
same thing
topple-
about
if
Hitler.
I'm
that
gonna come
we're
in and
we're in
instigate
Germany
something,
and doing those
if I
things.
come and want to instigate in your house and break your family, break you between, you're gonna do everything you can to kill me, destroy me, beat me up, whatever it takes. Same thing. You cannot mess with a religion, try to topple a religion, because once you topple a religion, you topple mankind. So with that being said, that's why Islam
Do you
is
know how
growing.
many Muslims are here in the U.S. speaking to Christians and other religions about becoming Muslim? But if you do the same thing, if you're a Christian, you go right now to, for example, to Saudi Arabia, and you tell these guys who are Muslim, become a Christian, your head will get chopped off.
What is it?
You are not allowed. You are not allowed to come and preach Jesus Christ in a Muslim country. They will kill you because you are trying to pull people out of Islam.
Of
there
course,
is-
you're not supposed to pull someone out of their religion. Why are
Thank
you pulling them out of
And
religion?
that's why I'm saying here.
Why are you trying to topple a religion?
So
Why are
here-
you going against God? It's a religion of God. Who are you to try to topple it? If he
Thank
wants
you
to
very
choose to
much,
come
but
out
that's
of
what
it,
Muslims do in the U.S. and
What
every
do
other
the Muslims
country.
do?
Ben, can I ask you a
US.
question? How are Christians treated in Israel?
Very well.
Have you seen those videos of Christian people in Israel?
So the extremist, the Jews, is also an extremist. I'm not going to tell you that they're that Hamas soldiers, soldiers, terrorists.
But what did Israel do to Gaza?
What?
Now we have mosquitoes
Yeah, so
that
why
are
would
this
you
small
bomb-
that will
why-
fly next to you and it will
150%.
explode
so
your
why
head.
aren't you using this technology the right way and all this beautiful army that they
But
say
you
they
asked
have?
why we didn't
why
buy
they couldn't
Hamas?
wipe out Hamas? You know,
The bus
because they
analogy.
want.
We brought out the bus analogy with you on our last show. You didn't really answer that question. The bus analogy was if there's a school bus full of children, men, women, and children, innocent men, women, and a terrorist happens to infiltrate that school bus, do you blow up the school bus? Yes or no?
No,
So why you blow up a
So
house?
then why
you
bro
blow up
Gaza?
yeah.
no, but
Why
that's
blow
what I'm
up the
telling
whole
you.
Gaza?
We asked them to get our people back. They don't want to give us any of the hostages. So we have to look for the hostages. And the problem is that they're in tunnels like rats. They don't want to come up and fight like real men.
Yeah.
They're hiding and they took our hostages under.
Today's show is sponsored by the Law Offices of Armand Gregorian. If you're injured in a car accident and need proper guidance and representation, reach out to the Law Offices of Armand Gregorian, 1-818-404-0333.
Are you leaving LA for
1-818-404-03 to the Law Offices of Armand Gregorian, 1-818-4 and representation. If you're injured in a car accident and need proper guidance and representation, reach out to the Law Offices of Armand Gregorian, 1
LA for Texas? Don't make the mistake of getting underinsured just to save a few bucks. Call Martin Melkonian with State Farm Insurance. He'll make sure your home, auto, and your business is fully protected to build the right policy action. Call him today, 281-712-2788, 281-712-2788.
Hostages that came back, they kept them under for 500 days, 450 days. They haven't seen the sun. a family,
Make tunnels too to
Bibas
come fight them
family.
underneath the tunnels. Make a tunnel from Israel underneath the tunnel and fight them underneath the tunnel. What's
yeah,
the problem?
but we've also done that before. But the problem is that they have bombs also on there, and they're going to completely drop all of the
Still doesn't
tunnels
give you-
on us,
it
and
still
they've done
doesn't
that
give you a
before.
reason to bomb the whole freaking strip and continue killing people like this.
What
It
we
doesn't give
do
you a
in
reason.
order for us to do it the right way, in order for us to do it the right way, what we did is we kept telling people, you need to get out of your homes because we need to find Hamas. We need to find.
I can kick you out of your home just by that. No, you can't kick anybody out of the home. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to leave
But
my
you're
home.
saying that we bombed
You're
innocent,
saying that,
innocent
but-
people. So when we bombed innocent people, it's because we told them move out of the home. We have to take it down because we need to see what's under.
Wait for the
We
person to
have
come out of the
special
home.
cameras.
Wait for the person to come out of the home and put your sniper guy and kill him. If that's the case, why you need to wait? He's not going to stay in there too long. He's going to come out.
No, the whole point was to completely clean out everything so
Clean
we
out
can
what?
see the tunnels. What do you want to do? When
Well,
you
they
have
pretty
people-
well
when
they
you
pretty
have
much cleaned out.
250
They
Well, right now, if you notice, they put in a bunch of bulldozers to move
And
all
you
the
don't
debris.
think most of those hostages that are still left there are dead, are probably dead, or not probably, are dead because of the bombings that Israel is doing? It's all bullshit.
They are
man.
very deep in the ground, about 140 meters.
Why are they dead?
But some of
You
them
know?
have died, and the ones that we
Because they really
received.
don't give a fuck about
The one
them.
that
No,
we
they don't
received-
really give a fuck about them. Honestly,
we
God,
didn't-
they don't give a fuck
If
about
we
them.
didn't,
No,
if we didn't,
there's a way of negotiating.
If we
Okay, give
didn't,
them-
we
if
would
they
have bombed all of
took,
Gaza.
They took 70 out. There's,
do you think
you know how many
we don't have a
hostages?
bomb to completely take out
You know how many-
Gaza?
there's also innocent people in jails. I'm not saying there's people that shouldn't be in jails, but there's certain people that are in jail that are innocent. You cannot come tell me they're all
They're all
terrorists. No, they're not all
And
terrorists.
every time
high-
did was they gave us.
They're
hold on.
labeled as terrorists because of their religion,
One
just
second.
like we're labeled
We
right
gave
now.
them-
If,
No, these
as
are all people
Muslims
that kill people.
are terrorists. That's why
These are all
as-
people that kill people. We have
not
a special.
everybody that's in there that's killed people.
100%.
No, Ben. No, I disagree with you 100%.
haven't been
No,
there.
there's
I'm telling
videos of it. No, 150%.
What are you
no.
gonna believe? Videos?
Look, why am I gonna believe you?
Because I was there.
No, you were there. They showed you whatever they want to show you too.
No, I'm
You're not
telling
on top of the world over there. No, they're
I'm
gonna show you
telling you
whatever
that
you
we
need
just-
to do.
We just
Because
gave
if they
back-
show you the truth, they're not gonna continue motivating you. They're not gonna
we
show
gave-
you what you
we
really
just
need to
gave
know.
back for a few people that they gave us. A few.
Can I stop
Each
it for a
man-
second?
each
Wasn't
man,
Israel
they
just
listed-
formed? Wasn't it?
One
Can I stop it
Each
for a
man-
second?
each man,
Wasn't Israel
they
just
listed-
formed? Wasn't Israel just formed? Just 70 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever it is, it hasn't been there that long recently.
Right.
So how did they form it? Just how you doing? Come here. I want my land back. That Prophet Muhammad took from us a long time ago. Give it to us. No, they came in and started bombing and killing in the name of it. They just came in just like that. No, come
They
on.
didn't have any weapons.
Well, from my understanding, the
Came
Palestinians,
in
first
from
landed.
gentlemen,
They-
from my understanding, if
They
his,
put them there with weapons and
Ali,
everything.
very
They put
quickly.
them there. They told them
I'm
go over
explaining
there.
to you.
one
that
second, guys, one
innocent
second.
people dying anywhere. I just told you that it should stop.
Okay, but don't focus on
100%.
Islam.
Gentlemen,
is
one
bad.
second.
I'm
Can
not
I
for-
can I
I'm
stop
for-
you guys for a second, gentlemen? One second. If history serves, if history is correct, I believe that the Palestinian people allowed Israeli Jewish people to live amongst them
As
peacefully.
long as they don't cause problem
As
or
long as they didn't cause
topple the
problems.
religion, 150%.
This is prior to
Who
the
owned the
state of
land?
Israel being
Until you
founded.
try
Wait,
to want to get back to
before we-
history, and,
No, I mean,
history
he's
is written by
talking
many
about
people.
Prior to 1948, there was
Yeah.
no Israel.
There was
Okay,
no
who
Israel.
owned it? Not Palestinians. Who owned it?
Who owned it? You tell me who owned
No,
it.
you tell me.
It was Palestine. It was the state of Palestine.
But who owned it?
Go ahead, get to your point.
Get to your point.
It was under the British. They gave him to us. And by the way, we gave them the name British.
What do you mean? Palestine was not
because
Palestine
at the
by,
time they were
by the
English.
Britain. Yeah, man, it's not
At the
true.
time they were English. They were not British. But
so there was English people living in Palestine, and there was no
no. It
Palestinian
was
people.
owned. It was owned.
Owned
by
what? The whole land was owned by the British?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Let me give you guys another example of how I agree with
For
you.
example, do you know what
second.
British
Let me-
mean?
let me bring
Do you
this
know
up
what
real
British
quick, Ali.
mean? Because
How did Islam?
by the way, you
how
know
did
what
Islam
British mean? Let me
expand
tell you.
to countries that
tell
are
you.
Muslim countries.
Let me-
No, you have
but
to go
one
back
second, I
history
want
the
to
right way.
I want to tell them. For this is actually something that people don't know at home. So British, before they were called English, Brit in Hebrew is a contract. Ish means men. Because they created the contract with us, we call them the British, and they went from being English to British. They gave us they allowed us to come into the land.
All the Middle East was
You're gonna have to look
descended-
deep for that one.
was descended by Ishmael and Prophet Ibrahim. Yes, that's how Prophet Muhammad expanded Islam into Iran, into Africa. And
But-
and Israel was
But forget-
where Palestine was because they were
But
One second, let me
forget-
explain you this for a second so you can understand. Forget the British right
Forget-
now. You wanna
forget
go back to
all
the
of
real-
history.
You want to get because
I
history
wanna
can
go-
be written.
I wanna be back
So he
here.
took over Israel because they were orchestrating to topple the religion. So he came and we set war on him and he won and took over Israel and became an Arabic land and a Muslim land. That's the real reality of that. Then they come back in the 50s and 60s and claim that I want my land. And who put them there?
It was after the Holocaust.
The British. And who? And the
It was
English.
after the Holocaust. By the way, do you know what Holocaust means? Like, there's a lot of things that people don't know. For example, Holocaust, if you look up the word Holocaust, is pretty much sacrificing for God.
Okay.
And for some reason, the Jews here
Here we're in
named-
America.
in the US
Yeah.
named it the Holocaust. For some reason, which I still don't know why.
So why are we just
But-
going to...
but-
I already knew
but
what
they-
Holocaust, but I wanted to hear
No,
from
no,
you.
no, but it means sacrifice of humans to God.
Okay. There's always
Why would
been
they?
Holocaust.
Listen, this is I'm talking about my Jews. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why they named it as the sacrifice. What happened to us, back with Hitler, but this is what they named it, which is the Holocaust, which is actually kind of fucked up.
So do you believe that the Armenian Holocaust happened in 1915?
Well, it happened, but again, I'm saying it shouldn't be called the Holocaust.
Okay, the Armenian
So why should-
genocide in
Yeah, it
1915.
should be
when
called
one-
a genocide.
okay, so in
Okay.
so in
You know what I mean?
1915, the
But for
1.5 million Armenians that were killed by the Ottoman Empire in 1915. Do you believe that happened?
of course.
So why is it that the state of Israel has not recognized one of the first genocides in the 19th century as relevant?
How can you say that?
Israel has not recognized the Armenian genocide.
Israel, every Israeli that I know
No,
sees
the state of
Armenians-
Israel has not recognized the Armenian genocide. Ukraine has not recognized the Armenian genocide. Turkey, Azerbaijan have not recognized it. Pakistan has not recognized it. And you know what's
There's
funny?
also a
That-
video. Let me
you know,
add to that.
I've
There's a
actually
video
never
that you
looked
posted.
into-
Add to that because I
but-
want to answer for
but
that.
I
because
never-
You said Muslims also did the Holocaust on one video that I disagree with you, and you don't know
No.
the history of it.
No, I never
That you
said.
you said that the Muslims, look at the Muslims, they killed you guys, the Holocaust. The Turks and Jews under
For what I'm
you, and
saying
I've read
that
a little
there's.
bit. If you read a book, I've read many books as well. You gotta,
This is
you
what
gotta
I'm saying,
respect
though.
that for a second.
I
So the
respect
Ottoman
it. That's what I'm
Empire,
telling you. That the
what
very
happened-
big
let me just
part.
point this because I know you don't know because you already expressed it. What happened in the Ottoman Empire? Why did this all Holocaust happen? Is because people, extremists.
Mhm.
We get back to the extremists,
course.
terrorists.
Yes.
In the name of Islam, there was 3 guys,
Yes.
students, that wanted to topple the Ottoman Empire, and they
Did
said
they
the
say
only
that-
in the army. There's
And
also
were
gonna
they
be
It
Christians?
was the Assyrians and the Greeks.
Assyrians.
Were
Yes.
they Christians?
So at the end,
Yes.
at the end,
Wait, no. Were
But
the
it wa-
ones that did the killing?
but
were
you
they
mentioned
Christian?
them as Muslims, terrorists. So you
No.
went and said,
But
look
this
at
is what I'm
Islam,
telling
they
you.
did.
But this is what
showing
I'm
you that
explaining to you, that
Islam,
if
as
you go
long
to
as,
the-
as a Jewish person respects Islam, we're not going to cause a problem. But if you're going to go into our homes and manipulate and try to topple and
So nobody went into anybody's home. You guys, the Muslims that claim that they're Muslims, you're saying they're not Muslim. So let's say they're not Muslim, but
I just
Hamas,
told you what happened. It's a
but
true
Hamas
story. This is
went
the
in-
history. What rights? You have
Yes,
to look at
but
the right
I-
history.
I-
It was
but
3
I
guys.
asked- but
that
I asked
toppled the
you-
Ottoman Empire. So they went
And-
and did 1, 2, 3.
but were they Christians? No, they claim to be Muslims. Right?
Everybody can disguise them. Well, of course, because the Ottoman Empire
You're not-
are Muslims, so they want to claim something so they can come up. They can't claim Christian; they'll get destroyed easier. So they have to disguise themselves. That's why I keep telling you it's a disguise. Whoever claims a terrorist in a disguise, that doesn't mean that Islam
So-
is this.
So I
You know,
believe.
nothing
So I
more,
believe.
nothing less. When
So I
Prophet,
believe that the Muslims should
do
come
you know where
together.
Prophet Muhammad was born?
When?
When and where?
No.
Okay. He was born in Mecca.
Right.
He was in Mecca, and God came and started speaking to him and chose
In the
him to-
mountain.
in the mountain. And then he started.
It was
getting,
Gabriel and Daniel.
Started giving them
The angels.
and because he used to meditate a lot, and he didn't like what's happening when he was growing up. What was going on to the people, especially to the woman, to the poor, and he used
You
to
know
go
that 15 years before,
he practiced very similar because Prophet Muhammad adopted that for certain reasons as well. Because at the time when Prophet Muhammad was born in Mecca, and he was growing up, he grew up without a father. You know, his father had died, and then later on, his mother had died when he was 6 years old. Anyways, he saw growing up what's going on around all the idols and the people that believe in a. Jibril descended on him, and because he used to meditate, he used to. So God chose him to tell the people what is really, chose him to be the root of Islam, to continue preaching and let people know, bring people out. This is these idols. Go break them. Whoever is going to continue or contaminate this needs to stop.
right,
If
to
they don't
become
want
a
to
Muslim,
die,
you have to believe in one
yeah,
God
because
and
God
believe
doesn't
that
want this to
Muhammad was
continue.
the prophet.
You know, just like should we call
Right.
should we call Moses a terrorist? Stop. He drowned everybody. What is
With the staff.
what is
Yeah.
that? He drowned.
The
Should we
Red
call
Sea.
Moses a terrorist?
Well, actually,
No, I'm just letting you know.
This is God's
And
movements, you know?
Same thing. That's
But
Prophet Muhammad's God's plans too. So
the beauty about Christian,
man, I love.
but this is a debate.
I know, but we still gotta respect
But-
each other's religion. I would
but
not
the-
say Moses just says
but-
Moses just you and I. He's if
Prophet
you don't mind.
Muhammad,
Yes.
okay, he flew a white donkey at night, and nobody said that they've ever saw him.
Okay.
Now, 15
donkey?
years, a donkey.
Okay, go
Right?
ahead. These are stories that you heard. These are stories. These are not in the Quran. These are not like stories that are in
So
Christianity.
they're nowhere.
What is it?
They're nowhere.
Who's no one? The stories?
No, there's nowhere the story where he flew a white.
Let me tell you an example that you would really love. A man had a dream. And you know who was in his dream? Satan. Satan looks so freaking beautiful, so handsome. He tells him, "What the hell? You look so nice." He goes, "Yeah, and what are you trying? They make you look, they make you look. I know you as you have horns, that you're evil, that you're ugly." You know what Satan responds? The brush in a man's hand can paint many things. So these stories are made by men. Period. We cannot bring history upon men. We got to bring up history upon religion, not upon men. You and we're gonna kill them, or we disguise them.
Not becoming Jews. And matter
Don't
In
ask
Islam-
anybody
in Islam, do
because
you know-
we respect it. If
in
we
Islam, do
wanted,
you know how you become a Muslim?
listen, if we wanted to, if Prophet Muhammad,
If I wanted to
if Prophet
become a Muslim,
Muhammad
what do I
wanted
have to say?
If Prophet Muhammad wanted to wipe up Judaism, he could have wiped it all out. He
He
let them.
wiped out
He-
a lot.
He
Actually,
could
one
have
of the
continued.
one of the
if
one
he
of-
wanted,
there
no,
was
he
a family
wiped out,
that there
he
was
wiped out people. No, don't get to families. Those are against stories. That's not in the Quran. Those are stories, and there's stories about this. There's story. We don't want to argue stories. We want to argue facts of what you and I believe. We respect Moses, Prophet Moses. We respect Prophet Jesus. We respect Prophet Abraham. It goes back to also who it goes. Abraham and his two wives, Sarah, and and Hajar. The Jews agree with and go with what Isaac, right? In Islam, our background comes from who? Ishmael. He came from our ancestors are from.
Sarah couldn't have a child, so
Sarah
he went
couldn't
with
have
the
a
maid.
child. Yeah, Sarah couldn't have a child, and he married a second wife, and
She
then
was
she had
she was the maid.
whatever. Well, he married
Yeah,
her.
he married
her,
And
and which
through-
under God the
and
right
that-
way, and he had a beautiful child for 13 years. Then God blessed Sarah with Isaac, and then
Started the
history
battle.
starts going, and then but really we respect. We gotta
And I-
respect
and I
the
want-
religions.
By
That's
the
all
way,
I want.
want you
Ali,
to
I
understand-
was checking on ChatGPT. It says Prophet Muhammad rode what's called the Burak.
What is it?
Burak. You know what
His
a
what?
Burak is?
What is it?
His what?
Burak, B-U-R-A-Q.
No, but what did you
What
say?
did you say?
Prophet
It says
Muhammad
that
what?
Prophet Muhammad did ride on what's called the Burak.
I did not disagree. This is Google. This is not the Quran.
No, this is according to ChatGPT. It says
What do I need from ChatGPT?
Burak
Who
is
created
a
ChatGPT? But
is a
I'm not
miraculous
debating a
creature
story.
that resembles. It looks like a donkey with wings.
But what are we trying to get to out of
No,
that
no,
story?
I'm just verifying what he was
I
saying.
didn't disagree
Yeah,
or
yeah.
agree. It's stories. I didn't disagree or disagree. I'm not trying to say I'm just elaborating. Where's
Look,
this
forget
going for?
about all the
Listen,
religion. What I want to
donkeys and
say, I
horses
want you
and
to
lions
understand
and-
one thing from me.
What's that got to do with anything?
I want
that
you
we're
to
talking
understand
about,
one thing
We
from
just
me.
want to talk about the facts,
Ali,
about religions.
Ali, can I tell you one thing?
Of course, brother.
If you think that I am against Muslims,
No, I think
then
you
you're
just have a
wrong.
bad view about Muslims.
no,
Someone needs to
no,
enlighten you.
God
That's all.
forbid, because I have a lot of Muslim friends.
I heard on the podcast that really irritated me a lot.
But
On
you-
your last podcast with the wise guys,
Yes.
that you said about Prophet Muhammad, that the foundation of Islam.
the foundation, because
it's
of
not
the
true,
things
but
that
the foundation-
happened. At what age was
At the end of the
Aisha?
day, people have to know
What
what's
age
right.
was Aisha when he married her?
Yeah, I want to correct you on this.
You tell me.
No, you already know, or supposedly know. You said 12. Where was
No, 6.
it? 6 also? You made it even worse, or
No,
no?
she was 6 when they got together. If I'm not mistaken, I think he married her
Where
by
the
the
hell
time she
did you
was
get this
9.
shit?
Can you check with ChatGPT?
Like, fuck Jack
Aisha.
GTP. What the fuck you guys
Aisha.
doing chat GTP?
Wait,
Go
at-
look the
at
Quran
what-
and-
how old
This is-
was
I just
Aisha
told
when
you
he
the
married
story
her?
about the man. Come on, this is getting
How-
stupid, bro. Where's this going with? What are you talking about?
No, but
Prophet
you asked
Muhammad, let
me.
me tell you. Here, I'm a Muslim. You need to
Yes.
understand from Muslim, not chat GTP. That was created by man. It wasn't created by God that came and made this as a spirit. To stop.
Correct.
You just said you can tap into God anywhere in the world. So
Yes.
here's God. Here, I'm trying.
And
to
I'm
talk
telling
to
you that I love going to
Aisha-
Dubai and I enjoy my time
Aisha,
with
no, let me correct.
Muslims.
You just said 6 because you really feel inside of you that Muslims this is not correct. Because if you
Tell me,
really
at what
understood
age did he marry her?
19.
You could check it.
Well, who do I
don't-
need
you
to
don't know
check
your own
it?
stories.
I can tell you because you heard the stories that you need to hear. They made you look at it the wrong
If she
way.
was 19, she was in her prime.
Ya Allah.
No, but it's not.
Man, these are again. We want to sit and arm wrestle about history, about people talking shit and whatever.
No,
ChatGPT. we want to talk about fact, and the facts. It says Prophet Muhammad. It doesn't tell you what his actions were. What he did says this, just like in Moses too, and there's just like in
Forget
Jesus.
about forget
So
forget
let's
about
not worry about who he married. what
forget
he married.
about everything. When I
At the
said
end of
the
day, you
foundation,
gotta, no, the
when I
foundation
said
is
the
not bad.
foundation-
Foundation that they're bad. They married. Look at him. He married a young wife. Who would marry a young wife? Like that's a
no, 19 is great.
no. But you said that because that's what
19
you
is
believe.
great.
And then you say the
But if
foundation
you
is
look-
based on killing.
if you-
It's not based on killing. Israel's also.
says-
Israel is based on killing too. The country itself, for it to stand where it's at. Ben, I just, for the love of God, I respect you a lot. I respect what you stand for.
I have
we
to,
shouldn't
but I
push
have to,
religion.
but
in
I have
wrong
to share
ways.
my part.
What
Without-
part?
I have to
What
share
part?
my
Just
part.
share your
If I
part
wanna
to
say
believe in
something.
God. Believe in a God just like we all.
But you have to let me
and-
speak at some point in
I
time.
am letting you speak, but when
If-
you speak, if I look,
I
how
want
long
you
did
to
I speak?
understand
Did I
that
say
I
anything
have
wrong with
nothing-
Judaism? Did I
No,
come and
but
say
I-
anything wrong with Prophet Moses? Did I come and look up his GTV? Where did he fart the wrong way? Did he just come on, man?
But I
Let's
want-
not talk like that. There's no
But
reason for that. Let's
you
talk
cannot-
reality.
Yeah,
We're
it's-
embarrassing Islam. I'm not allow you to embarrass Islam
God
in front
forbid,
of me
I'm not-
because
I'm
I'm
not
on
trying
social
to-
media. There's nobody else that can defend it, so I have to defend it.
No.
And I'm sure that someone told you whatever you want to say. So
But-
I just want to just
But
correct
the-
because
but the
everything that you
second
stand
ago
for is
you said-
amazing.
But the second ago you said also about Jews, that Jews are killing and are terrorists and this and that.
Look, there's
But-
all I'm telling you. There's
You
there's
will not.
extremists in every religion.
There
and-
is.
and that's all I'm
But
saying.
if a
Correct or
Jew-
not, everybody, I love
Because,
Jews,
man,
and I
because-
respect. You do your thing because also Prophet Muhammad said, if 10 Jews would have accepted Islam, there won't be the whole world would have been Islam right now. So with that being said,
Because
he
he
let them.
wanted
let
us,
them-
he killed us.
But he didn't kill them. No,
He killed thousands of Jews.
Why
He
didn't
killed one family and married the wife in the same
Look,
day.
look, listen, that's
You
a
can
story.
read off of
That's a
ChatGPT
story.
if
That's
you
a-
want.
That's a story.
I'm telling you.
I have every
At
right
the end
to
of the
enlighten
day-
you. It's just me because I'm telling you, or try to hit me
But
because
if-
I'm
but-
telling you that.
But
how-
it's a
what you're-
debate.
how
Yes,
you
I
look-
could say my part. You could say
okay,
yours.
but and I'm explaining my part. I have to continue explaining
Because
my part.
if
It's still
if you're not
giving me
li-
donkey story. Why are we bringing up donkeys in this fucking? Regardless of the matter, that's not
At
where we
least,
get
at
it.
least
You're-
I heard it from my Muslim friends, because I didn't hear this
Again,
from my
those are
Jewish
not-
friends.
Those are you got. Just like you, they're Muslims, probably not enriched the right way. They don't got the right knowledge of. Now you're a
Born into a Jewish family, Western religion, Muslim that they ate from the apple.
Network. If you're boys at the Glen. And
Kids and
Ben, what happens if you're Jewish and you're gay?
If you're Jewish and you're gay,
Yes.
I guess you're happy. I don't know.
You get a second circumcision.
Second circumcision? They reattach
no,
it?
no. You know the rabbi, he chops them off. He works for tips.
he works.
Yeah, not allowed to do that. Drugs, 100%. Last time, not.
Play that video very quickly, please, and Ben's comments on it. So, Joe, can we play that video very quickly?
Walk like a king, or walk like you don't give a who the king is.
That's the video that they sent me and said that he was speaking personally to me. Was it to me?
No, it wasn't to you. I'll tell you personally right now. I don't give a fuck who you are if you're gonna disrespect my religion. You hear me?
Ali, you're a nice guy. But you're not speaking to somebody that will just let you speak this way, you know?
What the fuck are you gonna do about it? I'm not gonna let you speak to me the way you want to speak to me.
Ali, if you have a personal problem with me, forget religion. Put religion aside.
You know what? Fuck this shit, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Ali. Come on!
Religion aside.
You know what? Fuck this.
Personal problem.
But I'm not
Somebody that will
my religion.
speaking personally. That's the video. Was it a video that? That's the video that they sent me and said that he was speaking personally to me. Was it to me?
No, it wasn't to you. I'll tell you personally right now. I don't give a fuck who you are if you're gonna disrespect my religion. You hear me?
Ali, you're a nice guy. But you're not speaking to somebody that will just let you speak this way, you know?
What the fuck are you gonna do about it? I'm not gonna let you speak to me the way you want to speak to me.
Ali, if you have a personal problem with me, forget religion. Put religion aside.
You know what? Fuck this shit, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Ali.
You know what? Fuck this shit, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Ali.
Religion, put religion aside.
You know what? Fuck this shit, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Ali.
It should have never got that way, but we just.
The reason why we brought you guys together was to make sure everything was cool, everything was, as we say, everything was kosher, nothing was heated.
Yeah, but I had to go. Yeah, but, you know, actually, I didn't like talking about this. It just triggered me.
I know.
And a nice little spirit talk.
Would you want to ever sit down with him one more time, maybe hash it out, or
Hash it off. You know, Jesus talks about he wants to fight someone in the ring. Me, bro.
What the hell happened, man? Hey, no, seriously, what the hell was that, bro? I mean, you guys were good energy in the beginning.
You can't always agree. But if he thinks he's gonna stand up, then if you weren't here, I'd break his head in half.
It has come to our attention that a serious and disturbing case involving
Tell us a little bit about how Benil got into MMA, man.
Well,
let's say if Mayweather or Logan Paul, one of these guys says,